Fucking oath. Isaria Mackay. Fakai. Kay. Shalai. Goye. Greeny. Paddy. A Paddy. A Patino. Full of. Justeed. Lindsay Bortage. Lush Neich. Lucas Shimley. Suzanne takes you down to the place. Kaka, April Lindsay, how was March Lindsay? Aussie Ann, Cringe, cringy factor. Michaela Viala, Shano, Lucas Shanley, Richard Nixon, Goyam, Josh the German Australian, Lucas Shanley in the house. AC up in this business. Antonio Banderas, Lucas Shanley's come back. A dick man, Lucas Shamley. He's back. Oh, Lukey. Missed you, buddy. Fucking Lucas. He's a legend. Right. What a good name, Lucas. That's a good strong name. Right, my name's Lucas. I like bodyboarding. My favourite drink is Fanta. I really like MASH. And on the bus, I usually listen to Oasis bands. And my mom is a struggling single mom, but she's really kind. She works as a waitress. She got a bit of a problem with men. She chooses bad boys. Got a slight drinking problem, but she still keeps her figure. How was your day? You know, my day was actually pretty good, thank you. I appreciate your concern. I had a really big day. I had lots of clients. I went to Caboolture. And I ran a dialectic behavioural therapy workshop for about 10 people. And then I stayed back with one person because they needed a lot of support. They were attacked at work and they're feeling a lot of trauma. And so what I talked about with this client, we went through a chain analysis, which is a form of, it's a tool used in DBT. And it's talking about how your vulnerabilities can affect your mental health. So it's focusing on things like not being tired, hungry, lonely, because that can exasperate your susceptibility to being in crisis mode. So it's about just giving yourself the best chance in case something comes along. So let's say someone like me who's highly susceptible to a impulsive emotional outburst, I have to take extra steps than other people to make sure I'm not too hungry, not too tired, because let's say if I get in a road rage with someone, I'm more likely to have an irrational outburst if I don't look after the vulnerabilities. Hey, Lucas. Andrea. What's going on, Andrea? How you been? Shit, that's heavy. Need more folks doing that. But you know what? It was actually quite draining. I left work and I was just like this. I was like... And then the whole way home was like an hour drive home. I was just like... super drained. I was super drained. And I got home and I had some caviar and bread. And then I laid down for like an hour. Like a nap. Because sometimes it seems like a simple job just to hear about someone's problems, but I take my job seriously and I feel like, what kind of bug is that? What are you doing, little buddy? What the fuck is that? What's going on in my backyard? It's like a freaking Dr. Dolittle around here. Hey, you little fuck. That's just a moth. It's a weird looking moth, but yeah, it is pretty heavy, working as a mental health practitioner, but it's quite rewarding. And you know what? I actually learn so much from my clients, because you'd be surprised that people with mental health issues, that can be the most interesting. And a lot of them are kind of kicked out of society on purpose. People want them to be medicated and on disability support pension, because that way they're not going to get into a position of influence where they can actually educate people on how the world really works. Anywho, no, don't distract me. I'm here to work. I'm here to try and keep myself beautiful, because a man these days, he can't just have money, he can't just be loyal, he can't just be funny, he has to be in shape too, otherwise he's just a fucking dropkick. My mum has bipolar. Yeah, it's hard. I did financial counselling for a couple of years, super draining. Yeah. No, I was being silly, Moondog. If I'm on live, it means that I'm willing to talk, and you put yourself out there, so I appreciate that. I'm going to give you common courtesy. Financial counselling may be a little bit different from, people who have what I'm talking about, but yeah, just that, even just dealing with people who are actually, financial counselling probably even harder, because financial counselling, people are super stressed. When it comes down to money issues, that's like the number one important thing to people's lives is money. So if they're stressed out about money, you're dealing with like the super sensitive people. So I really give my salute to you, Moondog Cowboy, because financial counselling, that must be a tough gig. People are coming in being like, fuck, I can't afford to pay my house, my mortgage, interest rates, I'm getting divorced because of money. It was for Centrelink folks. Well, even worse, if you're dealing with people's fucking crack money, they are going to be super, super highly strung. Not to say everyone on Centrelink is on crack, only like half of them. But, financial counselling for Centrelink, what the hell does that even mean? I mean, what kind of person is financial counselling? I mean, like, they need budgeting, how they're going to budget for, like, their rent and then their food, groceries. So they're not really trying to figure out how to, like, get a mortgage. They're just trying to just pay their basic bills. Hayden, how you doing, my man? Braith loves Little Boat. That's the one. Tassie Fun in Tasmania. Tell you what, I love about Tasmania, good fish, really good salmon in Hobart, best salmon in the world, and really cool mountain. But you know what, cocksucker, he reckons he didn't like climbed this really big mountain in Tasmania, which I did. He's like, underwhelming. But that guy, he created the biggest psychological operation of 19th century, this whole obsession with evolution. Still a theory, by the way, and doesn't really buy it. I just don't feel any connection to monkeys whatsoever. Like when I love there. Sparkles, Funnelweb, I like saying people's names. mysticworld@gmail.com. User 438363. Chips at midnight. Pizza. Luke Football Club. Luke loves his football. New Hour joined. PD Jack, Gas Arts. This is really strange names. I wonder if they're even real people. Sparkles says, hey Sparkles, I guess you like sparkly stuff, because who doesn't need more sparkles in their life, Like Kesha, she was a pretty big deal. She really changed culture. She was into sparkles. But then I found out about Kesha. Apparently she was abused. Apparently she was like one of those pop stars who were made to work to death, basically. Nobody joined. Z joined. Stephanie McKay. I was like saying it really, go fast as you can. Barry the Beanie Man joined. User 908. Julius Wong. Kim Madison's here in the house. Dog Man. Atomic. Hey, Dog Man. Hey, guess what? I got a dog too. Look. Freedom. She's scared. Oh, I'm so sorry. Look at her whole What a bitch, eh? She's so proud of her work. She's like, look what I did. This is my project. When my owner went to work, this is what I did. I fucked up his yard. But you know what? That's my fault, because I didn't get her a friend. I cannot have any animosity towards my dog because I got a freaking cattle dog in a big backyard in Brisbane without a friend. But guess what? My fiance said, as soon as she has a baby, she's pregnant now, I could get another dog. Fuck yeah. I get another doggy. Yeah. Oh, you want to play? I get another doggy. Yeah. Oh, you want to play? You want to fight? You want to fight? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Want some of this? Want some of that? Want some of that? Want some of that? Hey. Caitlin, that name, Jenna, you know? That's all I can think of. Chris. When I think of Chris, I think of Chris Christopherson, the actor, or Chris Kringle, or just Christmas in general, or a cheeseburger, because Big Ned, I think of Ned Kelly. Eggplant, I think of penis. Hey, what do you want? You wanna go? You wanna go? Sorry, I have to deal with this. She really wants to play. Any baby name I was thinking something Eastern European. Yeah, because my fiance is Eastern European. She's Slavic, Ukrainian. Hey. So I was thinking about maybe Anastasia for a girl, but then her friend's name's Anastasia, and she's married to a Chinese doctor who tried to get me fired because I wouldn't wear a mask during COVID. Yeah, to be honest, I'm still waiting because it's only a couple of months pregnant, and to be honest, I've had a few complications in the past. I don't want to get too excited, but that's really personal. I don't want to talk about it. Hey, what are you doing? You're killing me. What do you do to you? Does that taste good? That fluff? Tastes like bacon cheeseburgers? Invite Caitlin. I don't really know much about Caitlin, so I don't want to. Brock. No, I think that's a wrestler's name. Chucky, I think of that little doll. What's that? Chucky. And I was also thinking about just my own name. But I feel like if you're going to get a feel for the child first, like maybe you can feel them kick, and then you can kind of try and gather their personality. It kind of sounds kind of strange, but also I'm more worried about just getting a second job and saving money. I don't even want to worry about that stuff, like those little things. I'd rather worry about, my job as a man is to provide and protect and to shepherd the family. My job isn't to worry about that. But I'm also thinking I don't want a too unique name, because my name is quite unique, and I don't really like having a unique name, because people just kind of get freaked out sometimes. You have a unique name, they're like, Chevy. Oh, Aussie Truth, he sounds cool. I'm going to check him out. His name's Truther. If he's a truther, the first time I saw a picture of a cat, I was in a hospital and they had to put a new one. The first time I saw a picture of a cat, I was in a hospital and they had to put a new one. The first time I saw a picture of a cat, I was in a hospital and they had to put a new one. I just can't get my head around that sentence. I think he's just trying to fuck with me. But you did a good job. I'm a bit gullible. Congratulations, Green Ant. You messed with me. I hope you feel satisfied. Yeah, sorry guys, this is pretty boring. I'm a pretty boring guy, what can I say? I just sit here in my backyard and just fucking lift this piece of concrete I found. Yeah. No, I'm not twerking. I'm not doing anything exciting. Tell you what. You know, I find when you do exercise like this, it may look like it's useless, but what it does is it releases dopamine. And that's like free drugs, man. Free drugs. All you have to do is lift a piece of concrete up and down, and then it just releases all these happy chemicals. Just happiness flowing through your body. Free. Rock and the Winter Soldier is a great game to have, and it is a very good game to play with friends. Well, that's just fantastic. Even though I don't play games, all I do is watch podcasts, read books, and go for runs with my dog, and work and cook. I don't really find video games that satisfying because I just don't really feel much motivation. I used to play a lot. The first time the government had been involved with an international investigation was the first in, "You're not a good person to be honest with. I just want you to know I love you and I miss you." The first in, "You're not a good person to be honest with. I just want you to know I love you and I miss you." I don't really feel like you should throw the word love around. Melissa is in the house. I don't think so. I think it's a little too late for you guys. I just want... It sounds like scenes from a really dramatic movie. It's just not that interesting, really. Here's a little tip. If you want to be funny, it has to be based on reality. It has to be based on some kind of truth. If you're just spitting nonsense, it's just rather uncouth and not funny. The new law is a major step in the right direction in protecting children from being exposed. Indeed. Well, if you want to protect your children from being exposed, I would recommend you start in your own house. And the biggest problem with human trafficking is just people watching porn, and that's the real issue right there. Because 19-year-old, 18-year-olds, they don't know right from wrong. Brains are still developing. And there's actually a huge underpopulation crisis going on in this world. So it's every time someone uploads erotic content, they're discouraging family, you know? This is going to be a good one. The truth is, the only way to get a good deal on a house is to get it in the right place. No, the truth is that you do it when you're young, so you've got time to pay it off before you die. And get a good mortgage broker. Definitely not going to get a bit of cat in your life. Actually, you know what? Dogs are better than cats, because cats, you can't take them for walks. The most common type is a single number that can only... a singleton. I actually lived in Singleton for a while. That can only in a singleton for the most important call. Act like an epic ice cream, not so good. How can act like an ice cream? I don't really understand that. But I'm getting bored of that shit. I feel like there's a couple of mates who drink a lot of energy drinks, and they've kind of got a lot of like gluten around their neck. And they probably live with their mom, and then they're in their early 20s. And they probably just play video games like this. That's the kind of person who writes that shit. Act like you don't know what you're talking about, and you don't know what you do with you. Walking abortion didn't work. Okay, thanks, bye. Yeah, what he said. Isn't that right? So the dog wants to know what's going on. Huh? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Isn't that right? You want to know what's going on. Slip and slide onto the shower, and then I'll be there to get you, and then you can come over. Yeah. Slip and slide in the shower, buddy. That sounds like a prison joke. But I don't really understand sexual humor, to be honest. It doesn't really float my boat. Because I actually have a comfortable relationship with my female fiancé. So I don't really have sex in my mind that much. Why are you so mad at me? I don't even know what to do anymore. I don't know what I did wrong, and I don't. These people are funny, aren't they? They're just dribbling nonsense. Yeah, they're dribbling nonsense, aren't they? Oh, you want to fight? You want to fight? Huh? You want to fight? You want to fight? Because I don't know what to do with my life right away because I'm not going to get a job. If you don't want to get a job, then you're a schmuck because work shall set you free. Work shall set you free, okay? And the good thing about work is it makes you enjoy coming home after. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, sunshine. Dog, riding a bike is so hard to do in the heat of summer when it's cold. Outside, it's so hot. Yeah, no, riding a bike is easy, eh? Like, I don't understand this obsession with electronic bikes because I like using my legs, you know? God gave you these fucking beautiful legs for a reason. Use them. Why would you outsource labor to a machine and they get all the benefit? Oi, stop fucking digging the grass. What did I tell you? Yeah, I don't understand these e-bikes, eh? Bikes are not the only way to get to the bottom and to be safe in your own home and safe from the... Bikes are not the only way to get to the bottom. Yeah, I mean, there's many ways to get to the bottom. If you want to hit rock bottom, I suggest that you start with alcohol, OnlyFans, victim consciousness, lots of vaccines. I suggest you get a rainbow tattoo right here. It's a giant rainbow. I suggest that you take lots of like highly processed foods. Don't see your mom much. Someone just wrote something in German. Do I look German to you? No. I have a personality. Hey, honey. Oh, sorry, I was just working out. Can you just close the doors? You don't have to hear me. Fuck the neighbours. Let's got in trouble for yelling. That's your fault. That's your fault, fellas, making me get in trouble with my missus for yelling. I'll blame it on you. Grant. Hey, Josh. I miss you, Josh. How you been, buddy? How's the wife and kids? How's your back injury going? Did you fix that? Did you get surgery? I hope you didn't need surgery. Oh, green ant. Green ant is my favourite coloured ant. I was actually more of a grey ant fan, but then I was like, fuck that. More of a green ant kind of guy. Turmeric. Turmeric. You know, turmeric, it's a very underrated spice. If you mix turmeric with black pepper and put it in a drink with a bit of honey, it's delicious. Oh, those guys, those shit talkers got lost interest and left. Keanu Reeves, totally overrated actor. I don't understand the obsession with Keanu Reeves. I feel like he must have flown to Epstein's Island to get his name up there. Heartfelt favors. I think it's funny when people's businesses on TikTok, if they make comments, if they say something racy, and it's like, well, you know, your business is going to get free advertising. It doesn't make sense. Man, what a fucking mob top, eh? I could do this. The only reason I stop doing this is because I get tired. Like, in my mind, I don't get tired in my body, just my mind. This is the purpose of life, you know? It's what oh, hey, RC Trooper Echo, what's going on, my man? Or woman, I don't even know. But I'm assuming it's a man, because Star Wars is more of a man's thing. You know, apparently, Star Wars, similar to Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, are all based on the Old Testament. Thank you very much. Well, it's not natural, actually. I used to be, like, super anorexic. when I was like 17, I just did lots and lots of work. Lots and lots of work to get like this. You know? Rome wasn't built in a day. You had to put in the K's. Yeah, I think exercise is great because it helps women to find you attractive. And, thank you very much. And also, it's a sign of discipline, and it's great for anti-anxiety, you know? Thank you very much. Actually, one of the skills I teach at work is called the HALT skills. And it's basically saying that if you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, you're much more susceptible to have a outburst emotionally and have a mental health crisis. So, please skills, which are treat any physical illness, exercise, eat properly, get enough sleep. Yeah, just those basic things. People really undervalue the importance of those basics. Like, a lot of people want a really complicated solution to mental health, but sometimes just the most basic things can be the most essential things for mental health. But I see lots of people with much better bodies than me, you know, because I don't put that much effort in. I probably need to do like half an hour, 4 days a week. But also the trick is to just eat lots and lots of fish and steak and chickpeas and eggs and fish oil. And get plenty of sleep. That's very important too. Yeah. I don't even know like how many sets I've done or anything, or if I've done the right arm. I don't really care at this moment. It's just feeling a little bit pessimistic because I'm feeling kind of guilty for not taking enough chances in life because I'm 33 years old and I've got a baby on the way, and I'm just don't have much savings, and I'm still in rental property, and I don't have many friends, so I feel a bit of sense of shame, which is perfectly understandable because due to my lack of achievement, because I've had quite a comfortable life, quite a luxurious life, lots of dinner parties, lots of books, lots of walks in the park, and unfortunately that's not really beneficial in terms of progress. Like, as a man, your main role in this world, thank you sir, your main role is to have achievements, is to be willing to kill yourself in the terms of greatness. I don't mean like actual suicidal, but I mean just be willing to break your back initially to get to a point of success, and then your success like a snowball works for you. But if you never actually work initially, stop comparing, only compete with who you were yesterday. That sounds very nice, but it sounds like something someone radically left-wing would say, because you do have to compare against other people, because other people are there as a guide for human behavior. If you only compare against yourself yesterday, you'd be like, you know what? Yesterday I killed 2 people, whereas today I only killed 1. I'll give myself a pat in the back. I find that, thank you very much. I've had 2 issues with miscarriages. So hopefully 3rd time lucky, eh? People would tell me to keep this information private, but I'm actually an open person. I feel like I'd rather be open and then have all my flaws out there, because then in the future, if I become successful, then everyone knows me and all my worst things are already out there. You're better off to have all your problems out there so no one can accuse you of anything else, because they already know everything. And I think it's a term of endearment to be open with your flaws. Hey mate, how you going tonight? I'm actually going really well. Had a big day at work, but I'm going this weekend to Byron Bay, doing a tasting at our wedding venue, and we're staying the night at Airbnb. I don't know yet, just coming on to 3 months, and I don't want it to know. And also, I don't really care, because if it's a girl or a boy, I'm still going to have just as much satisfaction, because I also plan to have like 10. So I don't really care what gender it is as long as it's human, basically. Byron Bay says, nice, thank you. It's a bit stressful because I've got lots of family overseas who don't seem to be coming. And I have to admit that Katya and I, we've kind of focused a lot on each other with our friendship, and it's my fault. I hope to see you live more often, brother. Have a good night. Thank you, Arc Trooper. Yeah, I always get banned because sometimes I get a bit cheeky. I hope to get to know you, Arc Trooper, because you've never let me down. You always seem to have something insightful to say. Think you'll go to Stonewood Brewery? Well, to be honest, when I was in my late teens, I used to go out drinking every weekend. I kind of got sick of it. I feel like drinking is kind of so sick beer. Yeah, I do enjoy the taste of beer, but I don't like how in Australian culture we have like a huge obsession with alcohol. And I feel like abusing alcohol kind of kills your soul, it takes away your spirit. And I think having spirit is one of the few things I've got, you know, because I haven't got much money and I'm not that good with friends or anything. So having a strong spiritual connection is something that I really hold dear to my heart. My first was a surprise, my second wasn't. Yeah, well, I guess by the second, you kind of like, you know what you're doing by then. Yeah, I don't want to overthink it, to be honest. I think all I should be doing now is just trying to focus on building my career and just maybe getting close to my family so I have people to help. Yeah, and focus on like just on being supportive for my fiance and keeping myself in shape, because I do weights and stuff for my mental health, you know, because I have a lot of anxiety. I worry a lot, and I find that resistance exercise is a great way to combat the severity of anxiety. Willie Funk, DJV in the house. What's happening, DJV? Yeah, Byron Bay is really cool. You know, interesting fact about Byron Bay is it's actually the sexual assault capital of Australia. Your job is to keep her hydrated and fed. You know, that's basically what I've been doing a lot, is just cooking and like getting her, like just before she was craving orange juice, when I got some. And I'm also looking out for her, like, because I feel like when people are fatigued, they make bad decisions. So I try to do things like if she's just lying on the couch, just like staring at the ceiling because she's tired, I'll be like, honey, go to bed, you know? And, you know, because scrolling on social media, like phones are designed to get you addicted to phones. So sometimes I suggest and say, honey, do you really want to be on your phone? Why don't you read a book instead? Because, you know, just when you're really tired, like you become like a slave to your phone, you know? And also she's on the computer all day for her job. So I try to like, I look out for her well-being and probably suggest that we have some non-technology time, because too much time on technology is detrimental to your health, especially your eyes, you know. And obviously, if you're going to marry someone, their health is your interest too. Because if you're planning to live with someone for 60 years, you want to make sure that their health is in high tact, because you have to be with them for 60 years. So you want them to be in good health, so that they don't die prematurely, because I don't want to be a widower. Yeah, Byron Bay, it's one of those places where you can just feel a strong presence from the earth. Like, you know, when you're walking around there, there's just like a lot of energy in that place. And at least there's a fucking beach here, not like Brisbane. No beaches in Brisbane. But I do like Brisbane, it feels homely. So how's everyone Thursday night doing? I've got an induction tomorrow for my new job, because I have a regular full-time job, but I want a second weekend job. So I've got an induction tomorrow. Looking forward to that. I really like working. And actually lately, I don't really enjoy weekends. Since I found out I've got responsibilities coming, I want to just keep busy, because acquiring resources is just really good way to calm down. It's like you're playing a video game, right? What do? You go around and like pick up diamonds, you know? So basically, as a man, like I'm just going into like survival mode. I just want to just get all the squirrel, get all the nuts for the winter, you know? Like more nuts, get them in, you know? Get the nuts. Like I don't want to just lay on the beach or like, you know, watch a movie, you know, because I just feel like, what am I doing? I need to think of the future. Do you like beers? Yeah, well, I used to have my own home brew and I was a bartender for many years. But as I said before, I kind of feel sorry for my fellow Australians because we've been indoctrinated into the alcohol and drug culture. And what it does, it takes away your spirit, your connection to high consciousness, your connection to God. And I'm not a particularly religious person, but I do sense, even having 1 or 2 drinks on the weekend, I feel less a connection to like the unseeable world. And I just don't understand why alcohol is so promoted. Like I don't understand why at the cricket ground or why everywhere you go alcohol is promoted. And if you think about it, if you have like a glass of sparkling water, I'm excited for my eldest starting school. It feels so weird. I swear I was pregnant yesterday. You know, time really goes quickly. I do like beer a lot, but I also don't like being a fat cunt. Because look, you know, just beer goes straight here, you know what I'm saying, dog? And I don't want to die prematurely. I want to live to see my great-grandchildren. Yeah, well, that's great, Tracy. I'm really happy that you're raising children because we need children. I bet you'd be a great mother, just from what we've spoken about. And I feel like children are really rewarding because me, like right now, I'm talking to my phone. I'd much rather be talking to my child, you know, because if I had a child, then I could just give them so much attention and I can just play with them, run around the backyard and play catch, get a mullet. What do you reckon? Get a mullet, eh? Yeah, can't fucking get a mullet, eh? Well, I think I'm already bogan enough, to be honest, you know? I walk around with no shoes on most of the time. I swear like a goddamn trooper. I've got a bit of a temper, and I've got like kind of like a hard stare. So I don't think a mullet really suit, because I already scare people enough, even though I'm a nice guy. My kids, yeah. Well, that's good, they're in bed. What time is it, like 8:30? But, yeah, we play them during the day. And I'm just saying, I'm 33. Like, I could have had a kid moving out soon. And it's just such a shame to have all this personality and give it only to my fiance, because it's not normal. It's not normal just to hang out with your partner. And because like I've moved country, moved state lots of times, and also because I'm just a bit of an introvert, I don't have many friends, so I put a lot of effort into my woman. And it's actually bad for her too, because she moved here from Ukraine 8 years ago to do her master's degree in Monash, and she hasn't applied herself with friendship because she has me. Like the fact that we have each other is actually stopping us from spreading our wings and having a community. So I don't think it's right for men and women to be best friends, because what it does is it's a real crutch towards community, and men and women need their own community, separate from their partners. And it's like caviar or champagne, you know, or sex. All those things are great, but in small doses. You don't want to overdo it. And I think the obsession with beer, that's like an alcohol in Australian society. It's like a social lubricant, because people just, it's not even about, no, I'm not on the spectrum. I'm actually just a normal dude. I just was homeschooled in high school, so I didn't actually stop my personality. Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to that. You know, there's actually a movie I seen once where there's a couple, they literally had a kid just so they could hang out with people and go to parties with children. But I mean, it kind of makes sense, because like, if you're not just going nightclubbing all the time, then what do you have in common with people? Like, unless you're into politics or something, or cars, it's kind of hard to find things you have in common with people. And in Australia, we use alcohol as a way to bring people together. You know, it's just like a thing you do to catch up with people and say, let's catch up for a beer, no? But the problem is your memory. Like, your memory is the most precious thing you have. And alcohol just fucking fucks up your memory, mate. Just see your memory, just like that. Fucking like that. That's what it does. And memory is all you have, and all you get, you really cherish your memories. People are so obsessed with mental health conditions, like trying to label people like, are you autistic? It's like it's such a fetish. It's crazy. It's insane. Like when I was a kid, no one ever talked about like conditions and stuff. Like the only thing people ever talked about was like Down syndrome and albinos. That was it. And ADD kind of came in like at the end, but that was an American thing. There was not a single person in my classroom who were taking methamphetamine to get through the school day. I mean, Ritalin, same thing. It's a real way to control people is this obsession with overdiagnosis. And also, a person isn't their diagnosis. Like Elon Musk, apparently he's autistic, but people don't care about his condition. It's about your achievements. And why even focus on a person's like conditions? It's about who they are. Like, are they good people? Are they honest? Are they trying to find the beauty in things in life? That's what you should focus on. Not about you'll have baby groups. And also, like, I don't know, you don't even have a picture for your, what do you call it, your display picture. So why are you worrying about what strange men's conditions are? I mean, you haven't even put the effort into building your TikTok profile. Like priorities, cuz. Leon, le Prichon, the professional. That's my fiance's grandfather's name, Leon. He's a very interesting gentleman, very kind gentleman. He's supported their entire family. He moved over to Ukraine with like 20 cents in his pocket, and he's living in the best neighborhood in Melbourne. He bought all his kids a house, came out, just hard-working, honorable gentleman. I really respect that dude. He's like almost 90 and he's still just tough bloke, got a big garden in his backyard, still entertains. You have 2 kids. Oh, good on you, mate. I really appreciate people who have children because it's really dying art these days. People just want to go to dinner parties and just have, Uber Eats all the time. And it's really sad because having kids, it's like your grandfather went through war and his grandfather went through poverty and then his great-great-grandfather went through like ice ages and they struggled and they lived off like 1 stick of margarine a week. And so if people don't have children, it makes me think it's kind of disrespectful to their ancestors who went through such crap so they could survive. Like people would like huddle, just like in the snow, and like one day our future generations will have like flying cars and they'll have food in these machines, and then they'll all just decide to watch Netflix and our DNA will die off. Your girlfriend's 18. Well, it sounds like you may have a bit of a struggle there, but guess what? Struggle is what builds character. And I reckon, Dylan, you got a lot of character. Don't worry, bro. Everyone loves you. Never give up. No, they don't. A lot of people actually hate my fucking guts. And I understand what they do. I think it's perfectly reasonable for people to hate me because I represent things that they're intimidated by. Because I'm very open and honest, and that's very confronting for a lot of people. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. 3 is a very holy number. If you're just having in 3s, that means you're connected to God. About what, mate? About what, mate? I don't really remember what we were talking about. Oh yeah, this fella Dylan was saying he's 18, he's got kids. Well, she's 18. Well, guess what? That's amazing because that means when you're my age, like I'm not that old yet. I can still shadow box. Right? And so imagine if you're my age, your kids are almost grown up. So you can get to a point that they're actually moving out soon and you've still got your freaking whole life ahead of you. And you can actually talk like your mates, not just like, yeah, little Timmy, you want to go to the park and play catch? Like, it's cool. Are you a god, brother? No, I'm just a regular dude, man. I have all my flaws. Like, I'm just a slave to my impulses like you. I really like watching sexy girls on the internet. I really like to overeat, you know. I enjoy tobacco. I sometimes lose my temper. Bad with my paying off my bills. I'm just a regular person with lots of flaws. I'd love more kids when I'm getting too old and can't afford them. What about bags? No, I'm not really a fan of that stuff either because I'm already like hyperactive. So I don't really interested in that stuff. I'm already enough energetic as it is. Look at me. Like this is me, 100% sober, you know? Imagine if I was on bags. Bro, you wouldn't like me. All the good stuff then, haha. So give it you a good guy. Yes, but I don't know, what is good? What is good? I think I'm pretty good, but if I was actually good, I would probably be a politician using my skills because imagine someone like imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger if he worked in a post office. Like what a waste that would be. You know, if you don't utilize your skills, then you're kind of like stunting the potential and other people who had your genetics or your gift would kill to have what you have. If you don't use that, then you're kind of a bad person. So, Coke diet. Yeah, don't worry about having to deal with addiction and yet the struggle as well. I mean, I don't really have any addictions except for like, I do have 2 coffees a day. And I do think about looking up beautiful women on the internet sometimes. That's my only addictions. But it's not like a huge problem. I could go days without coffee. And I don't, I can go weeks. Like, it's not that often that I look up, you know, beautiful women in shorts, you know, and like stuff like that, and dancing and because I do have a beautiful fiance. What was the other things I do for work? I work as a dialectic behavioural therapist for Queensland Health for people who have suicidal ideations, and I work through psychosocial education techniques, a strengths-based approach to therapy, and just using my own people skills and theory-based skills to help people on their road to independence so they no longer suicidal. Do you go fishing? Nothing wrong with coffee. Well, there is a bit of a problem with coffee because caffeine can cause mood swings. And if you think about what coffee does, it kind of gives you like a razor sharp focus. But what it does is I kind of feel like it stunts your creativity because it makes you tunnel vision. Like it makes you like more alert going straight, but you don't really see the big picture because coffee activates the fight or flight response in the brain. So you don't even have a real job. But I think no, I have a really good job actually. I'm actually saving many lives. And I had 3 clients tell me today, because we had the first group session, how much I missed it over Christmas break. Coffee keys me up, son. Yeah, people underestimate the effects of coffee. What do you do for a living, mate? Let me guess. Concreter, boilermaker, insurance salesman. Is it like Lifeline? No, it's more educational. It's like practical activities that you can do. Like today we did a chain analysis. A chain analysis is basically, it's like showing your vulnerabilities and the links and then an incident. Like I gotta use my example of a road rage incident. So let's say I get in a road rage with someone and then we get in fisticuffs and then I get arrested, right? That's a serious problem. And what led up to that was vulnerabilities, like being tired, hungry, lonely, things like that. If you work on those skills, then you're less likely to have an outburst. So it's about encompassing all aspects of mental health, and people really underestimate the little things that affect your mental health. And so the assumption of DBT is that people are doing the best they can with the skills they have provided. Because a lot of people just didn't have parents who were really attentive. Perhaps their parents were just busy, or their parents were struggling economically, or they had their own issues. And so it's basically just trying to educate people of psychological techniques so they don't harm themselves. And also, it's not just for people who are harming themselves, it's also just for people who want to live a better life. Because I personally always learn from my work. Like DBT is incredible because it teaches you, it's a combination of cognitive behavioral therapy and an Eastern meditation. And even psychologists see psychologists. And obviously, East meets West, right? It's like spaghetti with soy sauce, you know what I mean? That sounds fucking shit, but you know what I mean. Spaghetti and soy sauce. Oh yeah. Silence is golden. Okay, see you, brother. I need to get some sleep. Catch you later, Noah. It was a pleasure. You got work in the morning? Mate, good on ya. Work gives you character. So even if you're a millionaire, you should still work because it's good for the soul. Represent, brother. Stay black, you know what I'm saying, dog? Keep it real. Man, I'm not tired at all. And because I haven't got a real job, as what's his name said. Catch you later. It's a nice chat, man. I actually enjoyed it. My dopamine level's gone to 76% as opposed to 73. How to mow a lawn. I'll show you how to mow a lawn. Check out this lawn, mate. That is some A-grade lawn right there. Don't mind all the stuffed animals that have just been mutilated by my pooch. Very proud of my lawns. Put a lot of effort into it. Actually, it doesn't look that good, to be honest. But how crazy is it how much lawn grows this quickly these days? Dylan. Oh, Dylan. I got my job doing roof tiling from a bloke named Dylan. He's a really good guy. I actually also bought a best car of him. It was a VX SS Commodore. Only done 70,000 kilometers. Perfect paint. It had airbag suspension. You can adjust it. It's a fantastic car. LS1. Great motors. But the thing is, I was an idiot. Actually, no, I wasn't an idiot. The guy who did it, upgraded it. He upgraded the computer chip, the extractors. Actually, I put over the radiator exhaust, and I put the extractors on, and the stainless steel twin exhaust pipes. And it got so fast, and I was just a kid, and it was a dangerous machine, and it got me in some trouble. But end of the day, I ended up selling it for a profit after crashing it. So who's the fucking winner now? Oof, oof, oof. Yeah. Sometimes something that you think is the worst thing to happen to you is actually the best, because you learn from it. But yeah, I really feel like if you're going to drive a souped up V8, you need to have a bit of education on how to drive properly, you know? Not just a regular driver's license, because driving a normal car versus driving a souped up V8 is completely different. Please, please, please. Yeah, well, Dylan, I really respect you for looking after your kids, because we have an underpopulation issue, and you never know, like, just your smile or just asking a cute question can be a great contribution to your community. So don't be upset if your kids don't all grow up to be Bill Gates and Elon Musk, because just the joy of being around young people is infectious, and old people love kids. So I guarantee you, your grandparents are super happy that you've got kids. I mean, your parents, and also, it's good to get out of the way when you're young, because when you're young, you have more energy with your kids, and the older you get, then it's actually harder to look after your kids because you're fucking boring. Like, the older you get more boring. You just want to sit around and sleep and like look at young people. Actually profound. Yeah, what can I say? I'm a pretty fucking deep kind of person. That's why I'm sitting here alone in my backyard on Thursday night, talking to my phone. I made it. I made it. I've been doing this for like an hour now. Oh, man. Felt that. Yeah, well, I don't even know. Well, I'm glad, you know. But I don't even know if you're being sincere because you're not being that specific. Perhaps if you said exactly what you found profound, and I can have a conversation about it. But right now you're being quite nebulous, and I find it difficult to be able to relate. That's what life's all about, isn't it, Sapphire? Huh? That's what life's all about. Sitting in the back porch, just hanging out, drinking some iced tea, looking at the stars, thinking about our ancestors. Just thinking about how our grandparents and great-grandparents, they went to war, they got shot at. What for? What did they get shot for, Sapphire? What did they get shell-shocked for? For our freedom. And what do we do with our freedom? We just focus on pleasure, 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 no virtue. Just hedonism and selfish success. Just shoving our fat faces, just playing computer games, watching X-rated content, just being lazy, being materialistic. Can we have a boxing match? Well, I don't know how big you are, but I'm like 90 kilos, and I've never been in a boxing match before, but I'm happy to say yes, unless you're like one of those massive bastards who are like 7 foot tall. Sorry, mate, I'm passing by. I liked your spiel about good energy and being young. Yeah, too easy, Matt. I'm just honest, like not that special, just honest. I feel like I'm like the average bloke, but I've just got the guts to say what I feel. Watch taking Aliens, not a fan of Aliens. I don't, got to see it to believe it, my friend, and I feel like human beings, we are the most magical creatures in the known universe. I feel like human beings, we have aliens inside us. We just don't get to access their true potential. I think that human beings are capable of anything, and I don't care about aliens. Good point, mate. I have had a history of sometimes being a bit negative, and I appreciate it, but I don't like people who are too positive all the time either. Like, they're just fake, that it's like, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Like, it just seems kind of fake. I'd rather be like sad sometimes and happy sometimes, mainly happy, but give the devil his due, you know? You got to show respect to the dark side too. You know, Carl Jung, the psychologist, he talked about how it's important for a man to be in touch with his inner monster, and that's something I'm quite good at, is harnessing my inner monster. What are your thoughts on the Venus to monster? Venus to monster? I'm not sure what that means. Is that a typo? Yeah, balance is key. Yeah, that's it. Because people who are positive all the time, they're not being true. Not being true to their hearts. But obviously, like, you got to try to be positive most of the time, you know, because it's effective. It's about what's effective, what works. And even like we have this thing in DBT called half smiling. So if you're feeling kind of glum, just do it like this. It's called half smiling. And if you just do a very, very slight smile, it's actually known to, you know, increase your level of happiness. Just a little one. The Venus gang. I'm not sure what that means. But I do know that most people in gangs are just people who wish their father was a part of their lives more, but their father was too busy gambling and watching pornography and watching the stock market. So that's why they join gangs. It's all about the father. It's all about the relationship with men, because the whole world revolves around the virtue of men. If men are being dishonourable, the entire family unit crumbles. But if you want to elaborate on the Venus gang, hey mate, I always pop a laugh or a smile when I'm feeling shit, boost your serotonin levels. Yeah. Yeah, but sometimes it's good to feel shit. Like when I crashed my car once, well, not crash, I had a little prank like 12 years ago. I tried to deny the sadness, and I think that was inappropriate. I should have felt the sadness in its entirety, because sometimes the world teaches you a lesson. Like, you're supposed to feel, like, I think, if you have 2 coffees in the morning, you feel sad in the afternoon, that's society saying, well, we gave you this focus, now we're going to take it away, but then some. Like, you have to show respect to the dark side too. And sometimes it's like just constantly looking for the next dopamine hit and being afraid of your own thoughts and being afraid of sadness. It's kind of being like denying reality. And what I find is I work as a dialectic behavioural therapist facilitator for Queensland Health. I find people who, what are we talking about? Laugh or smile and feeling shit. Yeah, some people, sorry, this is very important. The most important thing I'll say today is that feeling bad for a couple of hours of the day, it actually makes you more creative later on. So let's say if you're feeling kind of sad or depressed for like a couple of hours, and then you get through that without self-medicating with like pornography or fast food, then you kind of feel a rush later on when you do an effective activity, like if you work out or go see a friend or read a book or watch an interesting podcast while going for a walk. You feel extra good knowing you've gotten through the bad times. It gives you a sense of empowerment. Yeah, I work in community mental health. What do you do for work, Jake? What do you do for bread? How do you contribute to your community, Jake? Jake. Oh, so descriptive. You own a company? Oh. Okay, thank you for telling me. Insurance. Well, that provides an important service to the world. Good on you. People need insurance, and you own your own company, must have worked hard, so I respect you, sir. That's all I've got to say about that. Australia's one of the few countries where you can actually open a business. It's a free country. It's second best country in the world, Australia. We should be really proud of ourselves. Hey, stop digging the fucking backyard. Cheers. Well, I'm not really positive, I'm just honest. There's a difference. I'm just brutally honest. And the situation requires positivity, then I'm going to do that. What's the first best? Oh, USA, obviously. I was just there in December, and my goodness, that country, they just really, really applaud ambition. And they really like people who are a little bit eccentric, and they really like people who just really confident and be like, what's up, bro? How you doing? Awesome. Nice shoes. Let's go for a hike. Yeah! Just like, yeah, Will Ferrell, that's me. What the fuck? Why would you say that, mate? I'm way better looking than Mel. And I'm younger. Maybe gotta get a haircut, eh? Fucking Will Ferrell. Riley wanna live in New York one day. Yeah, I know, but New York's changed, my man. I'm 33 years old. New York has changed a lot. I know a lot of those feral, alright. Yeah. Well, guess what? I still do okay with the ladies, so I don't really care what you think, Kyle. Logan Paul in the house. Alien girl. Mize. Yeah, so, you know what though? I was in San Francisco last month, and it's actually not that bad with the homelessness. It's a really cool spot because there's just so much work put into that city over the last couple hundred years. It's amazing. And every major city, I live in Hawthorne, Queensland, just a about 5 kilometres from Brisbane CBD. It's in Australia, which is kind of close to New Zealand, and it's a couple hours south of Indonesia and Papua New Guinea. I made him laugh. Yeah, I made Carl laugh. Holy shit. How do you remember that? Dude, you know what? I've still got $400 left, man. $450. Isn't it? And guess what? I paid 2 phone bills this month. Fuck me. That's a good memory. Did you take a screenshot of that? And that wasn't a full pay, because normally I get travel allowance too. I get like $200 a week. No, I get that a fortnight. What a creep. What a fucking creep, mate. You're gonna stalk me next. I've had a couple stalkers before, but guess what? I know jiu-jitsu. Imagine if your head was here, in between my arms. You'd be gone, mate. You'd be gone. We're the fishes. How much do you earn, big boy? How much do you earn? You think you're top shit? How much money do you make? No, I live with my fiance and my dog. And we have a lot of weasel infestation right now. A lot of bugs. Gronk, come on, Cliff. I'll sort ya. I don't need sorting. I had a glass of orange juice. None. You on the dole? So why are you making fun of my shit salary if you're on the dole? I got some beef mince. I haven't had dinner yet because I had lots of caviar on rye bread when I came home from work. And my left arm is so small. Yeah, but you kind of were, because like that is a pretty shit salary. Fuck, that one arm is so much bigger. You know why? Because that's my fucking lonely arm. Yeah, it is. It's really bad. That's after tax, by the way. Am I outside? No, this is my home. This is my home, yeah. See? This is where I sleep. This is where I eat. And this is where I work. See? And this is my fucking retarded dog staring at the hole. How's that going? Yeah? Yeah? You doing a science experiment? You fuck. Drop kick, mate. Why do you sleep there? No, I actually have a nice bed. I don't really feel that bad because, I live near Brisbane City. I've got a BMW. I've got a beautiful fiance. I eat like a king. I just went to the United States for a vacation. I go out to dinner often. I have my health. I have really good hobbies. So I don't really mind. Also, in my job, I get to learn a lot. Chasing worms, he wants to fish. Kelpie dog, yeah. Kelpie's great. I've noticed as well is that like Dinky Die Aussies, they really love this dog, like trays and stuff, because they know she's a fucking good worker. Like if you're in, oi, stop digging my fucking, oi. If we were in the wild, she'd like help me survive. My favorite meal, ooh, I would have to say like a clam chowder, San Francisco clam chowder, lobster bisque, ribeye steak with a mushroom sauce with a glass of Victorian Pinot Noir from the Yarra Valley region, finished off with a pavlova and also a glass of port at the end. Take your washing in, mate. Fuck, man. Mitchell's here. He always has the best things to say. He's just so philosophical. No, I don't play any video games because I have a personality. South Australian wine is better. You have a good point there. You have a very good point. But Victoria has the best Pinot Noir. South Australia has the best Cabernet Sauvignon. And also, that's my that's a woman's job, taking the washing. I take out the rubbish, and I deal with like vaccines and stuff. You know, that's my job. Which clone? Million. You know Million? Classic. It's a classic old school. I love Million. Beer of choice? Oh, I have to go a lovely stout craft beer. My go-to would just be something standard like just Cooper's Sparkling. But that's no, that's pretty mainstream, man. I probably have to go Moondog. Moondog make a really good stout. Yeah, because stout, oh, it's fucking fantastic. It just feels like oh, is a beer called Velvet Nitrogen or something? Velvet Stout. Oh, it just feels so good going down your throat. It's like, yeah, daddy, I like it. Yeah, it's fantastic. But I really don't want to talk up beer because I don't like what it does to society. Think of how many people made children with people they don't really care about because they just had sex with someone they don't really find it attractive because they were drunk. Yes, I'm going to have kids. I've got one on the way. Thank you. Yeah, Cooper's is very good. But I do feel like there may be some kind of like filtering agent that isn't good for you in there because you kind of feel strange. After about 16 of them, you feel a bit strange, like in your stomach. Craft beer is where it's at, mate. Oh, yeah, but guess what, Mitch? She's had 2 miscarriages already. So, 3rd time lucky. Wish me luck. Yeah, I was kind of making a funny joke. I actually went to school in Perth, Western Australia, and then I was homeschooled in South Korea for high school, and I didn't study at all. I just talked on chat rooms to strangers and pedophiles as a teenager, and then I came back to Rockingham, Western Australia. Thanks, mate. Thanks for your support. You know, I got banned because of you last time. Did you report me, Mitch? Because I was making fun of the fact that you didn't contact me when you were in Sunshine Coast, and then I got banned. And it broke my heart. And I remember Terry the Smoker. South Korea, yes, my parents actually worked as at a university. They were teaching there, and we wanted the cultural experience, so they took my 5 children. I did not. Yeah, I know what your intention was, but what you're saying behind that is you're saying that my life is not interesting. You're inferring. It's like a sneaky Canadian comment to be like, it's like New Zealanders do. They say things and they mean something else. So like, Nice Match is basically saying, what is the point of this dream? Why are you in such a shitty little garage? Okay, you know what, Mitch? Maybe I was overthinking it. You're probably right. I'm just a little bit sore because I missed you, buddy. That's the truth. You got the truth from me. I missed you. Sometimes I say things mean to people because I'm in pain. Well, I'll tell you why. It's because Katya, my fiance's parents, were living with us after they moved from Ukraine during the war, but then her father had a heart attack, a stroke. And so now he's in Melbourne where they have good medical facilities, and she's living with in an apartment complex with her brother who has more money, and it's there's more family there. What brings you to Brisbane? I came here to escape Victoria because of COVID restrictions, because I'm not really a fan of coronavirus restrictions. No, I'm not an ICE. I'm just a lively individual. Mitch can tell you this is what I'm normally like. I'm not an ice user. I'm just an eccentric gentleman. Tell him, Mitch. Tell him I'm not an ice head. You got my back. He's okay. The funny thing is, he's actually got a really good sense of humour since he's had his stroke, and his English is much better because he's a Russian gentleman. Yeah, see, I'm actually like this. You should come to Newcastle. What the fuck? I'm gonna go to Newcastle. I've been there before. You got shit beaches. What's the point? It all looks the same. And like, I can hang out with you, but I don't even know what you're like. I don't know what you look like. I don't know if you're a human being. You could be a robot. I went to uni with Mitch. Now that's just rude, man. Oh, because I'm making fun of Newcastle. No, I was just being silly. You know, I love all Australia. Newcastle's a beautiful place. I actually had a really funny chat. Oh, just a strange bug in the grass. When I was in Newcastle, I drove from Melbourne to Brisbane just for a road trip about like 8 years ago, and I was just passing through Newcastle, and I was just in the bush, and there's a strange gentleman there who was having a canny, and he was chatting to me about his child custody situation. He was quite intimidating and scary gentleman, but we still had a good conversation, and he was very friendly. Is that what you're upset about from Newcastle? He's balding. Who's balding? Me? Where's the baldness? Where's the baldness? Why do I act like this? This is just who I am. How do you want me to act? Do you want me to talk about football? Oh, how about those West Coast? They versed the Sydney Swans, and this bloke tried to kick a ball into the hole, but then the other bloke said, no, I want to put the ball in the other hole. And so they all ran around in short shorts and they all chased after the ball. Is that what you want me to talk about? Are you happy now? Are you happy now, Blue Chip Fitness Army? Do you want me to talk about football? Does that make you happy? Does that make you feel the hole inside your heart? Yeah? Chloe! Hey, Chloe. What's going on, Chloe? I fucking missed you, Chloe. Chloe, your energy is like a summer sunset with a beautiful ice cream with pistachio, and you smell like a lagoon pool mixing with rose water. And when you smile, everyone in the room just takes back a year of their age because they're just so happy to be around you. You're uncanny, you're not real. No, I'm actually a pretty normal dude. I'm just honest. I bet you half people here think just like me. They just haven't got the brain damage that gives them the courage to act like this. Love you too, Mitch, but I don't really like throwing that word around. Enjoy Miami. You deserve it. You're a hardworking man, you're intelligent, and you deserve to have a good life. I'm jealous of you. No brain damage, I'm being silly. Are you the happiest you have been right now? Probably not. I was actually very happy. I don't even care about happiness. I think that life's about ambition. And I'm happiest probably when I'm hiking in the Daintree rainforest. World War III? I don't think so, because I think that war was basically old school. Now they just get rid of people with things like preservatives in food and pornography and Mountain Dew. You don't really need to have war. And I don't think this situation with Russia is as serious as what they say it is, because I think it's a distraction, and no one actually wants to fight Russia because Russia are kind of a big deal. And they don't put up with shit. Like, did you watch Napoleon? They burnt down their entire capital just so Napoleon wouldn't get a chance to gaze upon the beauty of the city. The window up there is open, they're listening. That's my house. That's my house. That's my office in there. That's my office. That's where I work. And guess what? I don't care if anyone's listening because I got nothing to hide, brother. I got nothing to hide. I had nothing to hide because, what's on your chin? It's just like my chin, bro. How big is your house? It's 33. I'm 33 years old. What's wrong with my chin? Nothing wrong with my chin. You're just tripping, boy. Yeah, well, guess what? That makes me feel like, I don't really care about age because how many people who are like young people now, who are like 21, but they're still going to die young because they just had no education and they're so susceptible to things like propaganda and things like prescription drugs and, abusing energy drinks, and it's going to kill them off. And also, I'm thinking about long term. I'm thinking about future generations. I'm thinking about my children and grandchildren and my work. You can have a big effect on the world just by your work. Because let's say you start a fashion trend, everyone starts wearing your clothes. Well, guess what, Blue Chip Fitness? I suggest that you jog on, buddy, and don't ever come back. I don't want your top round here, so how about you get the fuck off my TikTok and go back where you came from, cunt? Get out of here. That's right, I'm talking to you. Get the fuck out of here. You don't like it? Go. The internet is big enough for the two of us, alright? Now, what I'm saying is an assumption. Be specific. Be specific with your words and be careful who you're fucking with here, buddy. Alright? I'm happy to debate you on anything. 1 out of 10. It depends. No, Shine. I like Shine. Shine's not too bad. Be specific, bruh. Be specific. You're talking about, what, my chin? About my friend and the mattress? Is that what you're talking about? About my dog and tradies finding my dog attractive? Is it about the fact that Napoleon invaded Russia and they burnt down their own city? What is it exactly that you have a problem with? Be specific. Be specific, Blue Chip. Can I get a... Are you happy? Are you happy, Jamie? Are you happy, Jamie? Are you happy, Jamie? Jamie, are you happy? Jamie, are you happy? Okay, I'm glad, Jamie. Your happiness is my happiness. I live to serve. There is no gift like the gift of giving. You're a dog? Well, I find it very strange that you're a dog because dogs can't talk. Only human beings can talk, silly. This guy thinks dogs can talk. He's been watching too many dog movies. Oh, thank you so much. I don't even know what roses mean. You've actually lost it. Now he's doing weights. Yeah. Oh, is that insult? Guess what? There's this guy on TikTok, and I said he's not saying any facts, and then he started lifting weights. Guess what? I said he's not saying any facts, and then he started lifting weights. Hey mate, I would have a look at you, but I'm not interested because you're a boring son of a bitch. Thoughts on Trump? I think he's a gangster. I think he's a liberal womanizer, but he's better than Joe Biden because he's not a dementia patient. But I think he's a pussy because you can't mention Zionists, and I know that the Jewish bankers bailed him out in the 80s when he went bankrupt, and so now he's indebted to them. He's indebted to usury, and usury is the crutch of society, and he's obsessed with debt, and having a gold toilet seat and that obsession with materialism, to me, is one of the biggest crutches of American society, and USA is the center stage of the world. So I really feel like he's not really a good example as a human being, but tell you what, I like how he's a straight shooter, he's honest, but just the fact that he's getting on in years, he doesn't take care of his health. That's a bit of a worry because I don't really trust anyone that doesn't take care of their health, because it means they're just cloudy in their judgment. And he's a serious womanizer, and he actually said that he would fuck his own daughter if it wasn't his daughter, and that kind of obsession with sex just kind of bothers me, and I don't really take that as a leader of the free world. And he pushed vaccines, that was a big no-no, because it turns out they were not effective, and just pushing it on people. And he did some good stuff, but I think he's out of his scope. And everything he said he would do, he couldn't really do. Oh, he started following me. This guy hates me so much. He hates me so much that I was talking about Trump. Thoughts on fossil fuels. Thoughts on fossil fuels is that they are renewable. They're not from dinosaurs, and that we should work on refining oil even more, because it's come a long way. And also nuclear energy, that is the go-to. It's China is building like 10 factories, whereas the Western nations are being stranglehold by the United Nations, saying they can't develop nuclear energy, and it's extremely effective. Also, everyone knows these days that Nikola Tesla invented a device that can harness the energy of the earth, and it's been stunted because they want to keep everyone under control in a profit-driven fiat currency where people are slaves to debt and a materialistic, godless society. And I feel like the stunting of fossil fuel development is part of the trap of the activism cult that's happening now. Jamie, my guy, gives me secondhand embarrassment. The honest opinion, no. Are these facts? Well, I would say do some research yourself. Could never trust a random person on the internet. Oil and gas to say, yes sir, I do believe so. It makes a lot of sense to me. Who's this guy talking about? I was talking about Trump. Yeah, that's not healthy. So he does a sort. Have you heard of Peanut the app? No, I have not. What is Peanut the app about? Ever kissed a girl? Yes, I've actually been in a healthy physical relationship with my fiancée, Katerina, for 8 years, and I had a girlfriend for 7 years before that. And I was 17 then, and I've actually kissed quite a few girls, probably at least 10. I really enjoy kissing women. It's pretty cool. What I do for work, I work as a dialectic behavioural therapist at Queensland Health. Straight thinker, I like it. Yeah, well, I'm pretty honest. It's one of my faults. He drinks a lot of Diet Coke. I know that's not very good for you. But, tell you what though, he's a very charismatic man. Donald Trump, a very charismatic man. He is a very funny gentleman. But I just feel like he's not really qualified for the position, because I think he's more of a businessman. He knows more about just debt and taxes, as opposed to the ethics of war and running the country. The honest opinion is crazy, eh? Kissing women is cool. Yeah, I do think so. It's cool. You don't think it's cool? No? You don't think it's cool to kiss a lady? No? Okay. Very, my friend. Great job. You've gone live in 90 minutes. Behavioural therapist as well. That's a large of a big few. Yeah, well, actually I act very differently when I'm not online. I'm actually a pretty mellow gentleman and very empathetic. I'm just acting a bit dramatic because I'm on camera. Yeah. Well, actually, I have to be clear. Oh, well, I mean, like, what is an act, This is who I am. I'm just being dramatic, okay? Obviously, if I was at work, I'd be acting a lot more serious. I'd be acting a lot more, and also, this is late at night. You know, I'm about to go to bed soon. Like, I'm tired and I'm not working. I'm not getting paid right now. Thanks, yeah. It's a bit of a fucking, what do you call it, a bird's nest? I think there's actually a couple of birds nesting there yesterday. So, here's his honest opinion. What has he been saying? I was reading the comments, but I don't really see what he said. The honest opinion, no. Are these facts? Yes, they are facts, but this blue chip fitness army, he's just jealous because he hasn't got any courage. If he only had a heart. Well, Jamie, I would say don't even bother with worrying about Trump because he doesn't even have that much power. Like, he said himself that the military-industrial complex of the United States is above him. He hasn't got that much authority over war, and the entire American economy is based on that. So don't even bother. Trump or Biden, doesn't matter. They're all working for the same people. You're stuck in the dishwasher. You don't advertise your pornography in here, young lady. I curse you. I curse you. How dare you infect the minds of the impressionable youth with your toxic stuff. What's a conspiracy theory you believe? Moon landing. I believe that the moon landing was fake. And also nuclear bombs. I don't think nuclear bombs are real. And what's another one? Oh, fluoride. I don't think fluoride is good for you in tap water. And I also think there's an agenda to make people gay. Yeah, there's LGBT propaganda. And also, there is actually a planned eugenics against white Anglo-Saxon people. Because, did you know, this is a fact, the CEO of a dating website, I think it was eHarmony, specifically said that he worked the algorithms of the dating app so that black men are matched with white women. Congratulations, Caliph. Now you can get off my live stream. I don't really care. What you do with your sexuality is your business, but don't talk about it, okay? It's personal. You have no need to discuss your sexuality. It's not relevant. I'm talking about the LGBT propaganda. And Milo Yiannopoulos talked about how he was abused as a kid, and that's what made him gay. So a lot of people, they're not born that way. They were pushed through propaganda and abuse. Yes, that's true about the fluoride. At Caliph. Amen, bro. So, well, what's that got to do with the price of tea in China? Why is that relevant to anything? Why don't you go and just do your thing? Flat Earth? Well, this is an interesting one. Not a flat earther, no, but I am a globe skeptic. I wasn't hating. That wasn't hate. It's just a conversation between two grown adults. And I'm from Perth, Western Australia, and it's in my cultural background to talk like this. I'm half Irish, half English, and this is what I was raised to talk like. It's my cultural background, and if you don't like it, you can fuck off, mate. Off my live stream. Alright? Oh, this guy is so obsessed with his sexual genitalia. Yeah, well, guys, go do it, but just mind your own business. Don't infect others with your sexual stuff. Like, if I was about to do sexual stuff with my fiance, I wouldn't mention that because sexuality is private. It's personal. My religion, I would have to say I bend more towards Christianity, but I'm not strict because I do swear and I'm not a fan of heaven and hell. Right, so I can act like you? Is that what you want me to be like? Do you want me to be like this? Hi, I'm Caliph. I tell everyone about my sexuality because it's my personality. Is that better? Is that what I should be like? Would that make you happy? What do you think happens when you die? I think that your soul comes into a beautiful tree. And every time you hug a tree, you're hugging someone who's died. And also, your soul lives on. And your memories. You can live on through your memories. But honestly, I don't care what happens when you die. I just care about razor scootering. Oof. I'm pretty fucking good at scootering. I used to go to the BMX track when I was a wee lad. Mate, I could rip it up on a razor scooter. This person, thank you, Emily Ann. There's a real eugenics program to kill people like me because I'm really honest and got a gift of the gab. I might ban this person, Jakey Boy, because he's fucking disgusting. How do I ban this motherfucker? Block. Yeah, cunt. Yeah. Gone without a trace. He's addicted to ice. No, I'm not. Never taken ice before. I'm gonna block you too, you son of a bitch. Banned for life. You've just lost access to me forever. Forever. He's gone. Yeah, dead set Halzo. What about North Korea? Ooh. Gangster. Hold on, these are some cool shit. Some good comments. I like realists. I appreciate honesty. Yes, well, thank you, Emily. We're a dying breed, so next time you see someone like me, shake my hand. And I would say, God bless you, Emily. I hope you have lots of kids, and I hope all your dreams come true. Croaky. Gangster and the rest are just a few more things that you need to consider before deciding. I don't understand what that means. It's pipe time. Well, I don't condone drug use, so banned for life, Bobski. Have fun living without me. You're gone. Laters, Jakey. What about North Korea? It's evil how he runs the country. Well, actually, if you think about Australia, what do we do? We have OnlyFans commercials on television during the day. We have pokies machines on every corner. We have McDonald's cheapest chips. We have encouragement of victim consciousness. And we have a incredibly prolific welfare system which encourages mediocrity. So who's to say our country isn't perfect? Every country has their flaws. And we don't really know what it's like because we haven't been there. And so how can you say you don't like spicy food if you've only had one buttered chicken? Let's not pass judgment on things you don't know much about. Dead set Hauser. Does that mean I'm a bogan? Probably a little bit, but I'm also quite educated. I'm still trying to read this stuff. I'm not that... Let me read. I blocked the wrong person. God bless you. Thank you very much. I hope I live. You mutt. Oh, did I not block them? Wrong person. Oh, shit. Okay, you can talk, Tashi. Stage 4 cancer. Ah, I didn't block them. I have blocked them. Let me and my mate join. You look like a little kid. I can't talk to little kids. People think I'm a pedophile. I'll handle this. Block me too. He wasn't talking about you. Okay, no, caught up. Ice cold coffee and coffee is the only way I get through the night. Well, it sounds like you're a drug addict and you should feel ashamed. Let me and my mate join. No, you're a kid. He wasn't talking 10 push-ups. Yes, I did 10 push-ups and I got banned. Oz sent Ukraine 900 mil. Well, money is just fake anyway. And that money, we have no control over that. And politics is basically one above sports. It's just there to keep us distracted, and we should really focus on our families, our health, building businesses, building connection with people, having lots of children, and living a clean and sober life. To focus on politics when you haven't got those things sorted is kind of irrational. Let me deal with this. Let me join the live. Well, what are you, Tashi? Are you a human? Are you male or female? How old are you? I blocked the wrong person. Okay. Emily Anders got the #1 gifted badge. Your dad was an informant houser his whole life. Oh, he wasn't. He's a struggling actor. He was an artistic bloke. He's a very good artist. He's very kind. He's also a womanizer. At Caliph. Can me and my mate join? At Caliph. I don't think so, because you look like a kid. And I don't really want to be talking to kids on the internet, because it sounds weird. That's the government gouging their people in any way possible. Well, actually, I like government because there needs to be rules. The government isn't perfect, but at least it's pretty good. Like, Australia is a very beautiful nation, so is the United States. Thank you, Emily. And Australia and United States, and they are very good countries. They have their problems, but a lot of the world is very, very corrupt. So let's not go bashing our government, because there's a lot of good services, and there's always a choice. It's the Australian people. It's our choice to how we utilise our government. So don't blame the government. Take personal responsibility for your life. I don't think North Korea and Australia are comparable. Well, that's just your opinion. And are you worried about your car being stolen tonight? No. It's a 25-year-old BMW, so no one's going to steal a piece of shit. Inbox me. Hasn't this person been fucking banned? Shh, this fucking dropkick. Weird cunt. He's gone. North Korea and Australia aren't comparable. Have you been there? I've been to South Korea. I've been to the border of North Korea. And I think it can be comparable because you can control a population through the media industry, through the fifth of state, through newspapers, through films and music. Look at Australian music from the 80s. All it's talking about is Dionysian hedonistic values, just about chasing women and alcohol and quick pleasure and just living for the moment and not thinking about the future. That's why Australia has problems now. It's not because of the government, it's because of our lifestyle and lack of moral compass. I haven't been to the sun, but I know it's hot. Yeah, okay. That's a fair comment. But the thing about North Korea is they are not on the Israel-United States debt-based fiat currency system. They have a gold-backed currency, and so that's why they're enemy of the world, same as Libya, Syria, and Russia. So any of these countries, you have to be really mindful of the fact that their economic system isn't based on debt-based currency, and so there's going to be a lot of propaganda about them. I'm not worried about my car being stolen. If they steal it, they probably really need it. You're going to lose your hair, man. What are you talking about, bro? My hair's fucking cool. My hair's fine. Say something constructive, we drop kick. Testicle is back again. Don't add people, they just take over. Banned from the push-ups of the swearing because it's not flagged as over 18. Probably swearing. Yeah, that's the truth. I started doing push-ups and I got banned. My dad has 8 kids. Well, that's wrong. I think you should be with one woman, unless you're like a fucking 10. You know what I'm saying? If you're like one of those sick cunt legends, then you deserve to have that. But it's very rare. He's very kind. I do like Jesus. I think he's a good bloke. I don't really follow him because I'm not a stalker. I do really respect him. I think he's a really good bloke. My very accurate opinion, North Korea and South Korea are not very comparable. Right. But What do you know about North Korea, Disgusting Beanie? Tell me where you got your information about North Korea. I'd like to know. Not Michael Malice, was it? I don't see how North Korea and 80s Aussie music goes together in a debate. Well, this isn't really a debate. This is a discussion. If it was a debate, I'd be scheduling this for another time, and it'd be during the day when I'm fresh, and I would be doing a video chat so I can see what you look like. Make sure you're not a bot. Amanda Joy, that's the end of the comments. Oh, now I'm sad now. I guess I'll go back to that the average civilian is being starved, and it's quite obvious. Well, Disgusting Beanie, most people in Australia are starved of nutrients because a lot of the food is just disgusting, and so people here are starved of nutrients in the poor food, and they're starved of education because of all the propaganda of sports and hyper-promiscuousness and alcoholism is stunting their potential and stopping their connection to high consciousness. Chopping someone's hand off if caught stealing is wild. Well, I don't know if you're not a bot because you have no picture in your display picture and your name is nebulous. You don't have any description of who you are. No, you are not forced to eat grass, and neither am I. You're talking about personal choices. Well, how do we know what their lives are like? How do we know, really? And also, fuck man, these people are obsessed with this lawnmower. It's fucking the lawnmower. Yes, but Disgusting Beanie, this is something you need to recognize, is that North Korea is economically strangled by the Western American Zionist empire because they're not on a debt-based currency system. And so, same as the USSR, they are a poor nation originally because they weren't allowed to trade internationally because they are not on a fake economic structure. You're allowed to be anonymous, yeah, but it means I don't trust you. I don't have respect for you, and it's less likely that you're a real human being because you're not putting yourself out there. Look at me. I've got a photo of me. I've got a name of me. And I've got fucking 500 videos of me so you can tell I'm a human being. You, I don't care if you trust me. I don't know you. Well then, what the hell is this conversation, man? Like, you're not even going anywhere. Yeah, but you're no one. I'm someone. My mama loves me. I like Lamp. Good old Jamie. He's just throwing a little curveball in there. I love Lamp. I like lamps too because they're really convenient. I use a lamp every single night before I go to bed when I read my book. Right now I'm reading a book on myth and creatures and Greek and Roman gods. Disgusting Beanie, lol. Loud noises. Man. Someone has too much fluoride in their diet. It's affecting their pineal gland. It's calcifying their connection to high consciousness. Brian, open my third eye. Mate, what do you want to steal a 1998 BMW for? What are you going to do? You sell it for parts, get like $1,000? Is it really worth the risk of going to jail? Pineal gland. Pineal gland is a little part of your brain just around here. And it's been proven that fluoride, which is an ingredient, a neurotoxin put into the water supply in Australia and a few other Western countries, it's known that this chemical, this neurotoxin, it actually attracts the pineal gland and calcifies it. It covers it, and your pineal gland is known for it orchestrates your emotional response and your connection to high consciousness, your connection to God, if you will. Add fluoride. I have a pituitary tumor. It gives me sympathy. And Jamie's funny. Well, look at my teeth. I haven't used fluoride for about 15 years. Look at my teeth. That's fluoride-free teeth. I match your hair colour? What do you mean? Oh, I think teeth are really nice. Show me what your teeth look like, bitch. It's holding you here, buddy. Oh no. Violation warning. Harassment and bullying. I'm gonna get banned. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night. I'm about to get banned. Hope you have a wonderful evening. I probably won't be on here again. So just remember, be kind to your neighbours and don't be afraid to be the best version of yourself. And have lots of kids, especially if you're white. Thanks. I try to be good. It's a battle every day. Don't be afraid of fluoride. I'm not afraid. I just filter my water. I think you should have my fluoride. You should have extra fluoride. Because, oh, I'm gonna get banned. Hint of racism to finish it off. Oh, well, don't you think that Indians want the best for Indians? Don't you think that Eskimos want the best for Eskimos? What about Japanese? Japanese people have a very, very strict immigration policy. Does that make them bad people? Or isn't it normal? Like, think about our ancestors, right? Think about your ancestors. People would rarely travel more than like 100 kilometers from their home their whole life. It's very normal to want what's best for people who look like you. It's a rational thing to do. I'm a very big fan of rational thinking. What does that mean? I think we are good. Apex breeders gonna apex breed. Isn't Apex like a gang in Melbourne? I want to quickly finish this because before I get banned. Sayonara. Please, I think we're good. Apex Predator. No, we're not good actually, because most white people are too busy playing computer games and jerking off to Simpsons porn. And they're on Centrelink, and they think they're victims, and they've also been told that they're evil, so they're not breeding at all. And they're going to be wiped out soon, but that's tough titties, mate. Bye bye life, bye bye happy.